Prêt? Pareil. On est RMS.
Bonjour à tous, bienvenue sur un RMS. Aujourd'hui, avec Julia,
Bonjour à tous.
nous allons entamer une nouvelle chronique, une nouvelle rubrique qui est on va dire, qui tombe bien, qui tombe à pic. Parce que comme vous le savez, les étudiants de deuxième année du Master Grande École vont prochainement devoir choisir leur destination pour le MIS. Et donc, pour faciliter leur choix et pour leur donner quelques pistes, nous allons très régulièrement inviter des étudiants étrangers qui vont nous parler un peu de leur parcours, de leur vécu, mais aussi de leur école, pour donner envie aux étudiants de partir là-bas. Donc aujourd'hui, nous recevons Bailey, qui est une américaine, et par conséquent, nous allons faire notre émission en anglais. Donc les anglophobes, vous pouvez couper tout de suite, et les anglophones, je vous souhaite une très bonne émission.
So, thank you, Bailey, for being here today.
For having me.
First question, can you really quickly present yourself, where you come from, and what are your studies, please?
Hi, I'm from America, and I'm from Arkansas, University of Arkansas, and I'm in my third year, which I'm a junior there, and I also have a radio station back home, and I'm studying business management as well as psychology.
Okay, could you tell us more about the student's life in your city?
Yeah, we actually have more of a Greek system is a big part of being at Arkansas, which contributes to a lot of social activities. So we have fraternities and sororities, where for the fraternities you have all the guys join a certain group, and the girls are in the sororities. And so that takes up a big portion of social activities. Basically, you go to football games together, you have pep rallies through that, you have parties, and just an assortment of social activities. And if not, you can join kind of like the music, like band, or we have the radio, or if you're into helping others, I'm in a nonprofit called Bread for the Unfed, and we also have an Actus at our school too. So any kind of different interests you can go into, you can be a part of.
Okay, and what are the major difference between the USA and France?
Oh my gosh.
Or between your life here and your life?
Your lifestyle as a student.
Yeah, I haven't started classes yet, so it's a lot of free time here. So, I mean, I know that'll change within like 2 days, but in America, it's very different in the respect of like suburbia and how people act, how people dress, how people live, basically. I mean, fast food is a big part of America, and so going and having instant stimulus and getting food right away here and now and constantly going, I feel like is a very big difference. In France, I noticed I'll walk almost everywhere, and like I've walked before and stopped, and I saw a man just stop and like look at the river or something and like smell the roses. And I feel like in America we go too fast. We like forget to stop and smell the roses. So it's very different.
Okay. As you know, some of our students will go to the USA to study in the next semesters. Do you have pieces of advice about the major places to visit in the USA?
Yes, to study. I mean, I go to Arkansas, but I grew up in Chicago, and I live in Texas, so I've seen both the North, the South, the East, and the West.
She saw everything.
And everything is gorgeous. I mean, for nature, you want to go to Arizona. There's like the Grand Canyon, just hikes everywhere. Sedona. I've actually been to Alaska, and that's where I recommend more than anything. The mountains are extremely beautiful. If you like beaches, go to Florida. There's any kind of walks of life that you want to see, you can find in America too.
And if there was one spot not to miss, which one would it be?
Probably the Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon?
Yeah, in Arizona. Because it's just beautiful how like the history created it, or like the water eroded it to where it's just beautiful, and it's for miles and miles and miles. So it's just gorgeous.
Well, a big deal for students is the cost of life. Is it really expensive in the USA, especially for the food or the transport?
Yes and no. So, like I had said, fast food is very big in America. It's because it's cheap. I mean, our burgers are $1 and that's it.
Wow.
So, that's why people mostly get fast food. But if you're looking to go out for like a nice dinner, it's very similar. But the euro is more expensive technically.
Yeah.
So, although like we have a dollar store, but today I went to a €2 store. So that's kind of basically the biggest difference is that because the dollar is inflated, I guess, it's going to be cheaper there. But at the same time, if you're looking at the relation of it being inflated here, then it's the same price.
Okay. So yeah, you know that students are going to some of your universities in the USA. Could you tell us more about how the foreign students are integrated into these universities? I mean, because you know, in France we have, or in Neoma we have the BDI taking care of the foreign students. Do you have this kind of association in your university?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't want to deter people from going to America, so I don't really want to say no, there's nobody to help you. But mostly we have international dorms. So at Arkansas we have Holcomb, where most international students will live together. And so they have clubs and they do things together. So it's similar in that respect, but it's not so much like a buddy system here, which I really like, because then you're automatically know one person in the entire country at least, or continent for me. And so, yes, it's more of what you put into it, though. Like, you get out what you put in. Like, if you meet people, then you're going to meet people. But if you don't, you stay in your room, you're not going to meet people.
Okay, so there is no real place to know the place to be, or the parties that the school is organizing?
I think, like, with social media, that's becoming easier and easier nowadays, because people post things on Facebook, and you can find, I find a party wherever, but... I mean, we don't have a place where you go and you know where to go all the time, if that makes sense. It's very independent. You have to kind of make your own way. Okay. And they don't really hold your hand there at all.
Okay. Well, Bailey, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now we're going to switch back to French. Donc, nous vous remercions pour votre écoute. Et vous pouvez retrouver toutes nos émissions sur notre page Facebook ainsi que sur notre site internet onrms.wordpress.com. Merci à tous.